What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and for the new viewers, what's up? So today, guys, we're gonna talk about my past career that I've done for the past 10 years. So guys, I actually received a DM from my Instagram page, and it was from this girl who was very interested in joining the Marines. And if you guys don't know about me being in the Marines, then number one, go hop on my Instagram. I have tons of pictures, okay? That's number one. And number two, no problem. I will tell you guys about this because I definitely need to do a video so you guys get to know me. So basically, she asked me questions like, hey, I'm thinking about joining the Marines. What should I expect? What should be done? You know, so on and so forth, because she wants to get ready for the Marine Corps. I told her, hey, you know what? I will help you by creating this video for you. And it gives you basically an idea of what to expect when you join the Marine Corps, what to expect when you go to boot camp, all these different things. So if you guys want to see this video, and if you guys actually want to get a little bit of understanding of what to expect for our awesome Corps from a female's perspective, then go ahead, guys, and stay tuned. Alright, guys, so we're going to talk about this in 3 simple steps. 3. The first one we're going to talk about is boot camp, like what to expect for boot camp, all these different things. The second one is preparation, so what you should be doing prior to you joining. And the third one is what happens in the fleet, what happens, you know, out once you become a Marine, what goes on, and I'll let you guys know. Alright, so let's start off with actually number 2, preparation. The main thing that you need to actually know about the Marine Corps is preparation. So when it comes to preparation, it is physical fitness, it is, you know, mental fitness, it is just overall fitness. So what we do is we have a PFT and CFT. A PFT is a physical fitness test. This is a test that is done by all Marines all around. This actually has been around for decades upon decades upon decades upon decades.
A few moments later.
Upon decades upon decades. And it actually just recently changed, I think like a little bit before I got out. So it just recently changed. The CFT, on the other hand, actually was introduced, I believe, in 2000. Honestly, I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. I don't even remember when the CFT was introduced, but this is a fairly new concept for the Marine Corps. So, number 1, the PFT. The PFT is a 3-mile run. Now, if you are a male or female, your times for the run are completely different. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look up that information for you guys when it comes to 3-mile run for the females and the males, because I think the times have changed. I was in that middle transition period where I was leaving and they were like restructuring the whole PFT. So, but basically what it is, it's a 3-mile run. Now for males, this is how fast you have to run. You have to run the 3 miles within this time right here. Hopefully y'all can see that. Now for females, you have to run the 3 miles within this time right here. Yeah. So within that 3 miles, you run it within that time and you get a certain amount of points. The whole overall point system is based off of 3 parts, I guess you could say. So you have the 3-mile run, you have crunches, and then before we used to have the flex arm hang. Flex arm hang is where females basically just hang onto a pull-up bar for dear life. You just hold on. And while you're up there, we're taught to say the ABCs, or sing a song, or think about lovely thoughts so that you don't fall off, right? So you basically hold on. You don't have to be fully held up like this, but you can extend your arms out to about right here. It has to have some type of slight bend to your arms. For me, when I did my flex arm hang, I was like this. I was just holding on for dear life and I made it work. Now, females have to do pull-ups, and I would definitely leave all that information for what the requirements are and everything for female pull-ups all down below. But if you're thinking about joining the Marine Corps, make sure females out there, go on a chin-up machine and just start knocking out pull-ups. You need, I believe, a minimum of 3 pull-ups, if I'm not mistaken. But most females, if you want to get perfect score, knock out 10 pull-ups. Now the next thing that is required for the PFT is going to be your crunches, or what you call sit-ups. The crunches are very uniquely done, I guess you can say. If you want to find out how the crunches are done, I will leave that link down below. But basically, you need to do a certain amount of crunches in 2 minutes. The higher to the maximum you get for crunches, the higher your overall points are. And in total, 300 is the best, and then it goes on to being between this points and this points is the first class, between this points and this points is the second class, and this point and this point is a third class PFT. Now moving to CFT. So guys, the CFT is something that was basically newly introduced, and what that is, the first thing that we had to do is a run. I believe it's a 800-meter run or 800-yard run, something like that. So it's an 800-yard run, sprint, and you're in boots and utes. If you don't know what boots and utes are, this is what it is. It's a pretty nice uniform. I actually love that uniform. It's pretty badass. So you run that in boots and utes, right? So you got to get ready to run. You sprint that in a certain amount of time. So it's a time sprint. After that, then you go on to doing ammo can lifts. So if you don't know what an ammo can is, it looks like this. And I believe it weighs about 30 pounds. For females, we have the ammo can here, and all we do is push up and push back down. When you push up, your arms need to be fully extended, and when you go down, it needs to be below your chin, right? With that, you're supposed to do a certain amount within, or until you stop. I don't think that part is timed. So you just do a certain amount until you completely stop. I believe so. If it's timed, I'll let you guys know in the comments or in the description down below. I forgot. So, and the last thing that you have to do is something called, I believe it's movement under contact or something like that. And this is a complete circuit course type of thing. So you first start off in a push-up position. You get up, you sprint, you do a low crawl, a high crawl, you zigzag, you pick up your buddy, you're gonna buddy drag him back, and then you fireman's carry him, run all the way back, pick up 2 ammo cans, which are 30 pounds each, run all the way to the section where you picked up your buddy, and then from there you throw like a little fake grenade, right? You just throw. If you throw it and you aim it into this little area, if you aim it there, I believe they subtract 5 points off your score, which makes you faster, or if you miss it, then the score just pretty much stays the same. So after you throw the grenade, I believe you drop down and you do 3 push-ups or 5 push-ups, I don't remember. You pick up those ammo cans again, and then you run all the way back to the finish line. Once you do all of that, then boom, your time is recorded and everything like that. So that's the CFT. It is very, very tiring, but I'd rather do a CFT rather than PFT because personally I don't like running the whole 3 miles. It is too long for me, and yeah, not my thing. So when you think about preparation, when you're preparing your body for all these different things, you definitely need to be physically fit. You definitely need to have that that gusto, that push, that everything in order for you to succeed in you know, getting a good score. Preparation also, make sure you guys know your rank structure when it comes to enlisted or officers. Make sure you know that. If you are an enlisted person, you will salute your officer every time you see them. And also make sure you know a little bit of what's it called? Marching. There you go. Drill. We call it drill. I don't even know why I said marching. Like, where the hell did that come from? Make sure you know your drill. So make sure you know how to march. Make sure you know how to left face. Make sure you know how to right face. Make sure you know how to do about face. Make sure you know how to do all these different things. You're gonna learn most of it in boot camp, but when you are you know, on your free time, just look at the drill movements and stuff like that, and you get an idea of what is going on. So that's pretty much all the preparation part. Now we're gonna talk about was it number 1 or number 2? I don't even remember. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the next one, which is boot camp. Okay, so for females, boot camp for me was such a long time ago. I remember blips of it, but boot camp was fun. It was amazing. We had a good time. Not really a good time, but it was definitely some everlasting memories. But the main thing to remember is for females, you will go to the East Coast. You will not go to the West Coast unless they changed this, and I don't know. The Marine Corps has been changing, so I'm not sure. But you will go to the East Coast, Paris Island, and you will get assigned to a company. In boot camp, what to expect? Basically, don't expect anything. You're gonna be treated like a recruit. You're gonna be treated like the dirt of the dirt. You're gonna have drill instructors yell in your face. You can't say I, me, or my. This recruit, that recruit, those recruit, these recruits. You have no identity. Like, they break you down to your bare bones and then they build you back up again. That's the whole institution of boot camp. I just remember boot camp just like flowing through, doing what I had to do because I did not want to stay. Now, when you first enter, when you first start, obviously you're leaving your home of record or where your house is, you know, and then you go to your boot camp. Once you go there, once you arrive or whatever, all the items that you have on with you, you're basically gonna put them in a bag and stow them away. They're gonna stow all that stuff away. You're gonna be giving uniforms. No, females do not need to shave off their heads. I don't even know where this whole stigma came from. This is not G.I. Jane, okay? We keep our hair. The guys, on the other hand, they'll shave. Like, their stuff is shaved the hell off and they look hella crazy, but that's part of their boot camp. For females, we are not shaving our head. When you first arrive, you will automatically go. Drill instructors will be in your face yelling whatever. They're the receiving drill instructors. You will get the opportunity to call your parent or whoever, and you have to read like a little placard. And I believe it says like, hey, mom or dad, this is, I don't know, Dawkins, right? And I arrived safely at this. I don't even remember what it says, but basically it's saying, hey, I arrived safely and now my life is going to be a living hell because I got to deal with boot camp. And you're just sitting there and you're just like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? No. But I'm telling you, it's well worth it. So after you do that, the next thing to look forward to is definitely swim qual. Swim qual is, I believe, a week or 2 weeks. I'm telling you, I probably should have prepared more for this. So swim qual is interesting because I failed swim in qual. I was horrible. That's part of your prep as well, like prepare for swim qual. So swim qual, you have to swim I think 50 meters or something like that. I probably should prepare really like way better for this, but I would definitely research it and leave links down for all you guys down below so you guys have that information. But for swim qual, you just need to pass it. You are going to have to swim the full length of a pool. You're going to have to float, like either tread water, or if you have your camis on, your cami blouse, you roll up the cami blouse and blow into it to where like you're kind of just bouncing around in the water and stuff. That's how I did it. And then you are gonna have to jump off a 10-foot platform into the water, with a splash. Now, they did change the actual swim qual regulations, but I haven't done swim qual in such a long time, so I can't tell you guys. I honestly don't know the regulations. But like I said before, I will leave all that stuff down below for you guys if you're really interested. But with swim qual, there are a bunch of people there to help you out. It is stressful, but just keep pushing through and you too will be swimming just like SpongeBob. Y'all be swimming just like SpongeBob. You set, you good. Alright, so after swim qual, then you have, I believe, rifle range. The rifle range is very interesting. You will get your M16A2 service rifle, baby. You would get that bad boy. You have to BZO it, which means basically just getting it aligned to where whenever you shoot, you actually make accurate shots, and you shoot from different yards away from your target in different stances. So you stand, kneeling, sitting, and the prone position, which is basically laying down. You shoot multiple rounds at each of those levels and each of those yardage. If you guys want to know exactly the information on that, I'll find something and leave it down below to see if like the requirements are, the same, similar, or whatever, right? We do have the rappel tower, which is not really a major event, but it was fun. Basically, you rappel off of a 40-foot like wall pretty much, and that was pretty fun. That was interesting. And then you have The Crucible. There you go, the Crucible. Okay, the Crucible is like 3 whole days outside, you know, going through all these different things. You go on a 12-mile hike. You know, do all of these different combat troop leading exercises and stuff like that. And you also do the gas chamber. That's one thing I forgot about it. So the gas chamber is basically, you know, it's NBC, which is some type of gas warfare type thing. And what it is, you go into this chamber, you have your gas mask. They're going to tell you to don your gas mask, you put it on. This is all training and stuff like that you've done before. So once you go through the gas chamber, it's in and out, simple, easy. The only thing that you're going to feel the effects of is like just snot running down your nose, which is disgusting, but push through, you'll do it. Every other female before you that is in the Marine Corps has done this, and if we can do it, you can do it. You definitely can do it, okay? Once you finish the Crucible, you will graduate, and once you graduate, it's an amazing experience. Like, actually, just after the Crucible, you come to, I believe it's a statue, because you're walking like 12 miles. You come to a statue, and then your drill instructor gives you like your first EGA. EGA is Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, for those of you who don't know, and it looks a little bit like this right here. So you get that, you know, you start crying because you're like, oh my god, it has been 3 whole months since I haven't seen anyone, and you know, I just feel so blessed to have finished this. Thank God. Like, yeah, you're gonna be bawling because it's so impactful. It's like you've been through hell and high water and you pushed through and you made it. You know what I mean? That's the thing that you feel. So yeah, that's pretty much boot camp. And yes, you can receive packages in boot camp. Make sure your parents do not send you any type of sweets or candies or cookies or any fattening crap like that. Don't do it. Okay, so that's boot camp. Now when it comes to the fleet, right after you're done with boot camp, you go to MCT, which is Marine Combat Training, and there is actually really fun. You get to shoot amazing weapons, you get to throw grenades, you get to, you know, sleep outside. It's a lot of training. It's a lot of kind of like hoorah, hella motivating type stuff. So I mean, if you're definitely into that, you like it. I enjoyed it. I love shooting. I just hate cleaning up the brass afterwards. It is what it is, you know what I mean? So after you're done with that, you go to MCT, then you go to your MOS school. Your MOS school is basically the school that within your contract that you're going to be assigned to. So for me, I did supply, which basically is 3043, and that is supply admin. And my MOS school was in Camp Johnson, North Carolina. I had an amazing time there. I actually graduated the top 3, the top 3 of my class. Because I was on my stuff. You do work out there as a group. You do tests. You learn, you know, a little bit about your job. You get an idea of kind of like, you know, what is expected once you hit the fleet. So once I hit the fleet, as they say, the fleet is after MOS school. What to expect? Basically, the main thing to expect is, hey, you're starting off on this new journey. You know, you're going to get yelled at if you messed up. You're going to have these rules and regulations to follow. Like, there is so many rules that you need to follow, and you're held to a way higher standard. Like, you're not a civilian anymore. You know, you're now a Marine, so you need to hold up to that. And what that means is basically be where you need to be on time. You know, that's the main thing. Be where you need to be on time. Make sure you have the right uniform on. You know, uniform being either camis, dress blues, you know, your deltas or whatever it may be. Make sure you have your right uniform. Make sure your uniforms are clean. Do not be the one to have nasty stains on your uniforms. Don't do it, okay? When y'all go to the club and y'all go out, you make sure you look fresh. It's the same thing in the Marine Corps, okay? Make sure your uniforms are done. Make sure your uniforms look nice, you know? You can wash it, iron it yourself. Just do it over the weekend. So Monday morning comes, and then you're golden. You're set. I would say the main thing too is don't stay stagnant in what you're currently doing. Always try to improve. You know, whether it be PFT or CFT, or whether it be, you know, learning more about your job, or wanting to even do like, you know, martial arts in the Marine Corps. I mean, there's so many different opportunities that you have that, you know, the opportunities are honestly endless. Like, seriously, it really is endless. So what to expect when you're in the fleet? Alright, so obviously, starting off, if you are not married and you are like enlisted person, Starting off, if you're not married and you're enlisted, you will be staying in the awesome barracks. So hopefully I can find a picture to post right here. If not, then you guys are like SOL. But all right, we got cut off there, but now we're back. All right, so you will be in the barracks. You stay in the barracks, more or less you will have a roommate. Make sure that every Thursdays, if it hasn't changed, is field day, so you need to make sure your room is clean. And when I say clean, I mean spotless, to the point where you get a white glove, you wipe that, and you don't see no dust, no dirt, no dust mites, no booty hole cracks, none of that. You don't see no dirt nowhere, okay? Wipe underneath the toilet seats, wipe all of that. People want to see stuff clean, and if it's clean, you're done. If it's not clean, then here comes the games that you guys play and all this stuff. Yes, you guys have what we call it a chow hall. Y'all civilians call it a cafeteria. You will go there, you get like a meal card pretty much, and you go there. You can eat in the morning, you can eat in the afternoon, and you can eat for dinner, right? And they have certain times that you're able to go, so you go and you eat all of that. There's tons of activities. You have something called the Marine Recreation Center or something like that. You're able to go in there. Like when I first, when I first joined the Marine Corps and I went to my first duty station, we went to the Marine Rec Center or something. I forgot exactly what it's called, but basically is a place where you can play pool, you can chill, you can do all these different things. There's like a little movie theater there. If you want to just, have some burgers and stuff, they have all of that stuff there for you guys. They also have a commissary, which is a grocery store. For those of you who don't know, the grocery store is tax-free, so you don't have to worry about taxes, and they have everything there: fresh foods, vegetables, all these different things. And then you also have a PX. The PX has all of your it has actually clothes. Yeah, it has clothes, shoes. It's basically like a mall, but on base that's tax-free. So think about like your food courts, your clothes, your shoes. They have military uniforms there, so if you need another blouse or another hat cover, or you need something else, like I say hat as in civilians, but it's called a cover, okay? You need another cover or anything like that, they have it there at the PX for you guys. Also at the Marines base, like every base has a gym. Yes, it does have a gym, and utilize that gym. I would suggest going to the gym early in the morning, not after work, because it will be packed with a bunch of Marines in there working out using 50,000 weights and stuff, and it's crazy. It's really jam-packed. So definitely early in the morning or late at night, something about like a little bit before it closes, will be the best time to go to the gym. But most Marine bases, which is really cool, is they have intramural sports, so you can play soccer, tennis, volleyball. I don't think they have track. They have football. What else? Basketball. Like they have all these different competitions between different units that are on the base, which are really fun. So right after work, you could join a group, or maybe your unit has a team. Join that team. You could play, and it's a lot of fun. Now, depending on your job, would depend on your work days. But normally, if you are in garrison, which means that you actually are at a base, a Marine Corps base, the fleet, or whatever you want to call it, you will work 5 days a week. Saturday and Sundays you will most likely get off if you are not on duty. Duty is basically where you stay at the barracks or at headquarters, and you're just manning your security. That's what you are, your security. So if anything were to happen, then you would be the one to be called upon or whatever. But you as a newbie, when you first join, do expect to be on duty. You will be on that roster, and they are, I don't know if they change it, but it is 24-hour shifts. So from in the morning, I think it's like 7 in the morning till 7 the next day, you will be standing duty. You would have to do roves. Roves means basically walk around the barracks, make sure no foolishness is going on. And remember, you don't have friends while you're on duty. People will end up trying to get you in trouble with stupidness. So, make sure you go, when you walk around, you see something that's not right, address the issue right then and there, and, squash whatever issues are there. If you do want me to, like I said, like I keep saying, if you want me to go into details about certain things, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's all I have for today. I mean, I just have so much. This is kind of like off the top of the dome, so this video is super long, I'm sorry, but I just have so much information. Just like let me know what you guys think. If you guys do love this video, go ahead and give it a nice old fat old thumbs up, guys, and go ahead and slam that subscribe button, guys, if you really do love this. Did I have something on my teeth? Alright, I guess I don't. Alright, go ahead and slam that subscribe button, guys, if you do enjoy the channel. Make sure you share and comment down below. And everything when it comes to requirements for the PFT, requirements for the CFT, what to expect for boot camp and stuff like that, I will leave that link in the description box so you guys go ahead and check that out. And yeah, if you have any questions, comment down below. I'll make another video for you guys. I have no problem doing that. I got a cough. I think I'm like sick. I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird, but I'm like sick or something. But guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.